The Joe Rogan Experience.
So I love it when your song was released and then it was destroying the charts for TLC, and then you TRL,
yeah.
and then were you forced to get rid of?
Yes, I was forced to.
For 98 Degrees. That whole thing was.
It's a very, there's a little bit of intrigue here.
Yeah.
Behind the story, because there was, some things done in TRL that were not necessarily ever made public.
Right.
Like,
okay, well, fill me on the full details. What happened? What happened?
Like the
What's
L,
the story?
like the L in TRL isn't necessarily.
Right,
it's not necessarily live all the time.
So what was
the show's
the song?
not on anymore? No big deal.
What was the song? What was the song and what happened?
Okay, so we went to Seattle and we were filming bits in Seattle, and we thought, hey, this would be funny to do this song called the Bum Bum Song.
One of my
was
favorite songs.
This ridiculous idea, and I would go, and it was just a silly video of me going around Seattle saying my bum is on the cheese, my bum's on the rail, my bum's on the boat, my bum's on the dog. All this. It was a silly, sort of like a Dr. Zeus style nursery rhyme rap.
I want to hear my moon.
And the comedy of it was me out in the street sticking my ass on everything and confusing people and filming the reactions, right? And singing this silly song. And then we played it on my show, and we said we want this to go to #1 on Total Request Live, which is, their countdown music show that they would have every night, hosted by Carson Daly. And so we played it on Seattle radio, and it went to #1 instantly. This was when my show was on MTV. It was a really doing well show on MTV. The show was doing well on MTV. It went to #1. People saw the absurdity of this song knocking 98 Degrees, Britney Spears, In Sync, and whoever else was on the J-Lo, I think, out of the #1 spot. And so we played it on the show. We asked people to vote for it. People voted for it. It went to #1 on Tuesday. Okay, the show I think aired on a Monday. It went to #1 on a Tuesday. This is the song. Yeah.
Remember this show? Yeah. This was like fucking a huge hit. Yeah. This song was big.
And this was the first song to be like, this was right when MP3s just started. So it was the #1 downloaded song that year. I think,
what year was this?
I think 14 people
what year?
downloaded
93?
it. No, this was 99, 2000.
Okay,
99.
so what happened? So they squashed your song?
Yeah, it went to #1 on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday it was #1 again, okay? And then on Thursday it was #1 again. And then we get a call on Thursday at the office, and they're saying, guys, we want you to kind of play ball with us here. And we're like, well, what's the deal? They said, well, we need you to go on the show on Friday and retire the Bum Bum Song and take it off the countdown. And we're like, why? We got the #1 song in America on MTV, man.
Yeah, right.
This is amazing, right?
Make money off this shit.
This is unbelievable. Let's keep it at #1. They go, well, the thing is, we've pre-taped the show next week because Carson's going to be in San Francisco and all this stuff. So it's kind of like who we think's going to be.
Right.
And we hadn't predicted you airing the show on Monday and it instantly going to #1. So it kind of screws up next week's pre-tape, which is all in the can. So can you go on a Friday and just retire it, and we'll give you like a retirement home plaque. And then I was on MTV and I had my show on MTV and I didn't want to get fired, right? Everybody's already mad at me about all this other shit, screaming at me all day about, I want to suck milk out of a cow's udder because I think it'll be crazy. Let's put it on TV. And they're like, you can't do that. We're arguing nonstop. Right. It was the most stressful time of my life, and that's saying something because I'm pretty stressed out right now too. Not right now, but most of the time, And so, so I'm on the show and I'm getting yelled at all the time by everybody. Everyone's always screaming at each other, trying to make the show crazy or make it less crazy. And then so I played ball. I went in. I got a nice plaque. And and I'm not even, to be honest with you, I think of it now. I think we could have rode that thing a little further. I could have put out a record. I probably could have had some fun with that. But that's what happened. What happened.
That's interesting, man. That's you got fucked. You got fucked by the corporation.
Yeah,
son.
Exactly. It was
makes sense though that they would have probably cost them a fuckload of money if they'd already pre-taped things.
Yeah, they would reshoot 5 shows. And it's like
But how crazy is that? That now you find out what their rankings are like. It's all total bullshit. They made them up.
They probably had deals with the record company like, we need to push 98 Degrees, and here's $100,000. We need
you
to
think
get
they do that?
Probably.
That's illegal. I mean, that's
the Hills
I doubt they did that.
I doubt they did that.
I never heard anything
just
like
making shit up.
No, I'm just throwing shit on the table.
No,
I'm
they
not
never
saying
did.
I have
They
proof.
never did anything like that. I think it was just basically, it was a very strange week, and they sort of.
So if it wasn't for that week, that song could have stayed on the countdown and become gigantic.
But I've told that story before. I don't think anyone at MTV cares anymore about that.
Well, it's on.
Well, why would they care? They fucked you. You're the one supposed to care. You could have got paid, son.
It's out on
You
the
could have been
internet.
driving that fucking song right now.
Yep.
In the form of a red Ferrari.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be rolling with a big fat diamond encrusted watch.
Man.
Letting bitches know.
Man.
And they'd be like, Tom Green, how'd you get so rich?
Bum Bum
like,
song.
I wrote a Bum Bum song.
It's recording.
Oh, it is already? Yeah. What the fuck, son?